Okay, so as a golf coach who coaches a wide range of abilities, from advising professional golfers to complete beginner golfers, I can safely say that there is a movement that you need to understand that will take you from whatever level of golfer you currently are to that next advanced level of golfer that you want to be. The problem is, you see, what happens if I sort of mimic somebody who is quite new to the game in terms of how they end up hitting the golf ball. We all have the same habit where we pull down on the club like so, and what we're trying to do is just make sure that we get a good contact on the back of the golf ball, okay? And that is really logical, right? So my wife has recently been learning to play golf over this year, or last year I should say, really, as well, and that was very much how she started, and it makes a lot of sense, right? You want to keep your head still, you want to pull down on the club, but then the problem is that your arms are always going to end up bending. Now, if you're then somebody who doesn't evolve out of that, you might get slightly better, okay, similar to how Anna's been getting on. But the problem is that if that movement becomes embedded, you're always going to have a degree of inconsistency. The movement that you're really looking for as we start the downswing is not this movement of pulling the arms in, where everything gets really narrow. What we're actually looking for is much more of a release, much more of a straightening motion, particularly that of the trail hand, like so. Now, understandably, similar to when I have a chat with my wife Anna about this sort of stuff, that seems quite weird, because it would be a question of like, well, if I do that, okay, that kind of makes sort of sense, but I'm not going to be able to hit the golf ball. And this is why what you really need to do in the golf swing is you need to understand that your body is guiding your arms, okay? Similar to a skimming a stone analogy, throwing a ball analogy. You know, this arm is always going to be straightening. Your body moves to help direct where that release of that object is going to occur. And this is the reason why I do genuinely love the Swing Buddy trainer, because the Swing Buddy trainer is something that if you're somebody who just pulls on the club, you're going to hate it, because it's going to feel like hard work. But once you learn that all you got to do is just straighten it, like this, then you're going to absolutely fall in love with it. And then once you understand that all you got to do is straighten your arm whilst turning your body, okay, so the way I turn my chest over my left leg, then you're going to fall in love with golf way more, and you're going to get miles better. So this is an option. For those of you who that's not an option for, then what I would suggest is the feeling that you're trying to discover is the feeling of, as you start the downswing, the club head needs to be moving away from the body. So as you can see here, if I allow my upper arm to move to the side of my body, and I allow my lower arm to move away from my upper arm, which is the correct movement, see the club head's moving away from my body. So that gives me the confidence to turn my body to the left as that's moving away, and it's the concoction of both of those movements that's going to make you a way better golfer. I absolutely promise you. So if you are stuck at an ability level, high handicap golfer, mid handicap golfer, even single figure golfer, I promise you, if you can understand to turn your chest while straightening your trail arm, it's going to take you to that next level. See you soon.